Hi there fellow guitarists, Josh Rogers here and welcome to NBN Guitar. In this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to play Bianco Fiore, which is taken from a set of 6 lute pieces for the Renaissance that was originally transcribed by Oscar Chilesotti. Before we get into it, make sure you tune the 6th string down to D, and if you need the tabs, sheet music, etc., you can find that on the website. This is going to be one lesson. It's only a very short piece, so it doesn't need me to break it into 2 or more tutorials, so you'll be able to learn the whole song, or piece I should say, just with this single tutorial. Let's play this. So it starts off with a melody, so let's just have a look at the melody and then I'll introduce the bass notes as well, and that way you can sort of treat it as 2 different parts and then bring the 2 pieces together. So it starts off with this. I don't play it like that though. At the beginning I do a little ornament, an inverted mordent. But actually the basic melody is this. And just before we really get in there, the melody is actually very linear. So if you don't know what linear is from a compositional perspective, it just means like when you're reading it, for example, it's sort of scalar, so there's not any big leaps. It's not sort of like something like that. That's called an angular melody, or a melody that has lots of intervals, like intervallic leaps of like more than a major third or a minor third or something like that. But in this, even though it may not seem apparent from the beginning, it's actually very linear. Before I teach you the notes, let's just have a listen. That's very scalar. That's just going straight up the D major scale. And then again, and then down. So yeah, this is like because it's sort of hidden with these bass notes, you don't really think about it like that. But even when I went through it, I thought, oh, this is actually just like a lot of scales kind of put together, and they go up a little bit and then back down, and as I said before, it's quite linear. Let's just break it down. So we're doing a pull-off hammer from 3 to 3 on the B string to begin. Then 0, 2, 3, 5 on the first string. And we start that also with a bass note, open 6th string. And when you get to the 5th fret, play the open D 4th string at the same time. Then 2, 3, 5. And then we've got this. Let's just tackle that. It's 7 on the 1st string and 5 on the 4th string together. Then 4th fret on the 4th string and 5th fret on the 1st string together. Then move that shape 2 frets that way. So 2nd fret on the 4th string, 3rd fret on the 1st string together. So that's a little ornament that I do. It's like an inverted trill. So there I'm playing the open D and the 3rd fret on the 1st string at the same time, and then I'm just trying to fit in as many pull-off hammer-ons as I can within the beat. So in that case I'm just getting 1 hammer-on and pull-off extra. Like that. Then open 2 on the 1st string. So now from a technique point of view, if you watch the full playthrough video of me doing this, I do a hinge bar at this last part. So it's, you can do the hinge bar, and then it allows you to set up for the B minor chord that follows. Now if we take it from the beginning, then we're going to apply that bar, 5 strings on the 2nd fret. We've got that 2nd fret on the 5th string, 4th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the B string together, and then a pull off to the 2nd fret on the B, and then back to the 3rd fret on the B. It's actually just like the beginning, but it's that instead. Then to the 5th fret on the B string. There is open G and 2nd fret on the 1st string at the same time. Then 3rd fret on the 1st string. So from this B minor chord. Then to this. It's 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the B string, and 5th fret on the 1st string together. Then so that's to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Then open A, or open 5th string, and do a pull off from the 2nd to the open on the 1st string at the same time. On the B minor. Then, okay, let's just do that. 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the B string together. Then, I spread that chord too. It's open A, 3rd fret on the B string, and open E together. Then to the 2nd fret on the B string, and then finish the A section with a D major chord. It's open D, 4th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the B string. Right, that's section A done. That's the first part. You can repeat that section, and remember the old adage, I've mentioned this in so many of my videos, if you repeat something, try to change the sound somehow. Maybe you use some rest strokes, something like that, or go to a ponticello. There's a number of ways you can do it. It's really up to you how you want to try and vary the overall sound of that A section the second time that you play it. Now let's move on to the B section. We've done this, and then so we're already kind of ready to do this from this final D chord. So we're going back to that B minor, but this time we're strumming the full B minor chord. So here I'm just barring all 5 strings at the 2nd fret, and I start with that 2nd fret on the 1st string by itself, and then I'm going to play a full B minor chord like that. That's 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and 2nd fret on the 1st string. So it's, and then strum. Then we're going to do a pull off from 5 to 3 on the B string. Then, so that's an A major chord. Open A, 2nd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the B, and open E together. Open B, and then 2nd fret on the G. From the beginning. Then we have this section. Okay, so let's just break that down. That's open 6th string and a pull off from 5 to 3 on the 1st string at the same time. Then 4th fret on the 6th string and 2nd fret on the 1st string together. Then 5th fret on the 6th string, open E together, then to the 3rd fret on the B string. Then, okay, that's a little ornament there. Open A and pulling off and hammering on from 3 to 2, then back to 3 on the B string. So I'm doing it twice. So pull off, hammer on, pull off. And then open B into the 2nd fret on the G. Then we have this. Okay, let's try that. it's open 6th string and a hammer from 3 to 5 on the B string at the same time. Then a pull off from 2 to open on the 1st string. Then a pull off from 3 to 2 on the B string. Put that together. That's 5th fret on the 6th string and open G and open B together. Then 2nd fret on the G, open B, 2nd fret on the B. Then we have the same kind of ending that we had in the first section, or section A. Okay, so let's just do that anyway. 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the B together. Then open A, 3rd fret on the B, open E. Then 2nd fret on the B. And this time we can do a full D major chord, and that has the root, the 3rd and the 5th. So we've got open 6th string, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. That's the entire piece done. You can also repeat the 2nd section. I don't repeat the 2nd section in the playthrough that I've made, which you can check out in the credits as they roll on this. But yeah, check down in the description and you can find the links to my website and everything. There's lots of cool stuff there. Some paid content, some free content, and as you know, let your fingers fly.